Join us September 21st for Fae for a Cure, a fun way to raise money for the patients being treated at the Tammy Walker Cancer Center.
Fae for a Cure is one of the premier 5K races in the region, and this year we're adding a new 1 mile fun run. I'm Daniel Craig, Cancer Outreach Coordinator at Tammy Walker Cancer Center.
And I'm Hannah Holt, the Operations Manager at Meridian Media and a member of the Planning Committee for Fae for a Cure.
Hannah and Daniel, thank you so much for being on the show. It's that time of year again for Fae for a Cure. Daniel, let's start out with you talking about the race this year.
Fae for a Cure will be held on Saturday, September 21st. Last year, the Fae for a Cure was the second largest race in Salina, and this year the Planning Committee has set a goal of 1,000 registered participants. The 5K course is flat, fast, and scenic. So whether you're a competitive runner or whether it's your first 5K, it's a great event for the entire family to come out and run.
Okay, and I understand this year, a new addition is the 1 mile run. Why don't you talk about that?
We're really excited for this year's 1 mile fun run. It was the #1 requested item on last year's post-race survey, and it's really going to make the Fae for a Cure an event that the entire family can enjoy.
Well, Hannah, it's not all running. There's a little fun involved too.
I'm like the fun committee. So, okay, what my job is when I'm there is to make sure that everyone is having fun, even if they do have to run that morning. You know, we do try to make this as an enjoyable of an experience as possible. So like Daniel said, the course itself is actually very pretty. You run through downtown, you run in the park, but when you're back at Tammy Walker Cancer Center, which is, you know, where we're doing, all the proceeds go to benefit the patients at Tammy Walker Cancer Center, which is incredible. But when they're there, they're going to be listening to fun music. We've got an incredible breakfast spread that's going to be there, and by that I mean breakfast sandwiches that are brought to us by the hospital. We will have the Cancer Survivor Lap to kick everything off, which I'm not going to put that in the fun category, but it is the whole reason that we do this, right, is to celebrate these survivors, to make sure that they get their time to be celebrated and to be recognized for all the work that's being done at Tammy Walker Cancer Center. They are the living proof of what we're doing, and it is a very cool and moving part of all the festivities that happen on that morning.
Daniel, one other thing that's going on with the race, inside the race, is the corporate challenge. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, the corporate challenge is a great way for whether you're a small organization, medium-sized organization, or large-sized organization to really engage your employees and have a great time at the event.
Hannah, how can somebody register if they're interested?
It is faeforacure.com. Again, that is faeforacure.com.
Well, thank you both so much for coming on the show. And you do notice we didn't talk a whole lot about where the money's raised is going to, and that's because next week Melanie Leapers and cancer survivor Erwin Brown are going to join me to talk about that. Well, thank you so much for watching, and to register, please go to faeforacure.com, and you can also like them on Facebook.